Hello everyone, today I'll be covering the basics of recording Spike Prime. First, you're going to go into Spike. Now you're going to click on Spike Prime. Don't do Essential. Essential is not what we're going to do. So we're going to click on Prime. Do New Project. Click right there to do New Project. And let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can do either icon blocks, word blocks, or Python. Python is the code that you use by typing if you want to do that. This is a when program starts block. This is a hat block that you always put, so like whenever you run the program, it will start whatever it's playing. This is how to drag out a block. First, you're going to click on a block, and then you're going to drag it out right below your hat block. To remove it, you can simply move it to the side. Or if you don't want it on your screen anymore, just move it to the left area, or bank, as I call it. This is the motors part. D, and then like the position and speed, and like to move it up and down. This is where how you can run one specific area. For like example, if A and B were your driving motors, you can like say move forward for one rotation instead for it to move 90 degrees left. If you're, for example, you're doing one of your attachments, let's say C, and you want to move it down, you're going to move it from 0.7 to 1 rotations. And like 1 if you have like a really big attachment, or like at least fairly sized, but 0.7 for most of the stuff. This is movement. And this is move, like if you're want to go straight or backwards for a certain amount. And this is the turning and like some set movement motors and speed and everything. So you're always going to want to put the set movement motors to. For us, it's going to be A and B, but yours could be anything else. You can also click on that to switch it around if like A is on your right and B is on your left. This is if you want to move straight or backwards for like as many rotations as you want, or we're going to do inches for more exact. So if you want it to go like move forward 10 inches, you can do it like that. You can also do stop moving if you wanted to stop moving. It really has no use for if you already told it to stop moving at this certain point. It's more for if you like had it under a different hat block and you had like a start moving that and like a variable like when you wanted to stop, and then say like stop moving for like the end of a my block or something. But we're not going to use that today. There's also the turning blocks. This turning block is like if you want to turn like 90 degrees, or for like a certain amount. 90-degree turn is not, you can use the steering wheel to turn and stuff, and 90 degrees is not 60 as it looks like. It's actually 55. It's actually 55 to 50 for one rotation. But if you have bigger wheels, or like the big wheels, it still would be 60. But if you're using smaller, it's going to be 55 to 50. Depends on what speed it is. If you want to do a full 180, you're just going to do your amount of half. So like 50 to 55 to 60, or your desired amount. For me, it's going to be 55, and you're just going to do that for 2 rotations. So it's a nice 180. program starts block. So like it's a hat block that you put down, like I said earlier. This is a when color starts. So like if your sensor picked up red or no color as shown right here, which is red and white line, it will do something that's below the hat block, like when program starts. This is the push bumper one. If that, and then it will do that. If this is the distance, so if it's when closer or farther than 8 or 9 or 11 cm percentage or inches, it will do that. And also there's when tilted, when front is up, when shaken, when left button is pressed, or when right button is pressed, whatever you want. But also note that if there's like a little arrow and then there's a box around it, it could be changed. This is also a when block, but we're not going to use that today. For example, if you had a cat meow or sound, and then you wanted to wait 1 second, 1 second, then play it again, you can do that. Also, you can also make it repeat by dragging this block over. You could do it for as many times. You can repeat as many times as you want, as long as it doesn't go longer than the battery life of your robot. Or you could change it to forever. A forever block is when it will go forever. So like if you put it in there, it'll play the sound and like wait 1 second and play the sound forever until your robot dies. If plugged in, literally forever. Then if you did stop other stacks, which will stop others when that's done for the first time. Like for example, if you had that, this is a separate stack to the right. Now it will stop this from playing the sound and playing the beep. So like it'll play the sound and wait 1 second and play the sound again. Then it'll stop that from playing the sound and then the beep.